Hello, hello, and welcome to the first episode of Learn Something New, where it is my belief that we learn something new every day, no matter how big or small. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys this game called FTL. You might have heard of it. I think it's been out for, a month, maybe 2 months now? I think 2 months is pushing it, maybe like a month and a half. I don't know, but it's really fun. I've played it a bunch so far. The game type is, I think they call it like a roguelike. Yeah, that's the genre of it. Basically means you're gonna fucking die. A lot. The game is actually really hard. It's really simple though. I'm just gonna jump into the game and show you guys what it's about. In this menu, you pick what kind of spaceship you want. You start off, I think, you only start off with this one, but you unlock more of them as you play. I have unlocked 2. And there's a bunch of others that I have not unlocked because it is very difficult, and they don't tell you how to unlock them at all. They just give you these vague hints to unlock. You'll need to help them. You'll probably need to convince them. Things like that. I am just going to go with the basic one for this one, the one that you start with. And should I rename the ship? Nah, I'm not going to rename the ship for this one because I'm probably going to die. Game is actually really hard. And to emphasize that, I'm going to put it on normal difficulty because I'm a man. I'm not going to go with easy. And let's see. You can't change the type of crew you have. You just get to change their name. Yeah, that's about it. So let's just jump right into it. Okay. In this, the first thing, there's nothing interesting happens, but you get to jump to new locations. As you can see, you can only jump to nearby places. And when you jump to a new place, it doesn't really tell you what's going to happen. It just says it's an unvisited location. There could be another ship there, there could be a store. If it's a store, it's actually going to say, if you're nearby, it'll like say right here, store, or something along those lines. So let's just jump over here and see what we got. Something, reject their offer, because that's all I can do. And now they start attacking me. And the nice thing is you get to pause in this game, which makes it much easier to control your crew. And so we're going to have this guy run over the guns, and this guy run over to the shield. Because if you got a guy on the shield, you're practically invincible to everything but missiles. If you got a guy on the guns, then you can pretty much kill everybody. We'll put 2 in burst laser, 1 in missile. Yeah, you get to change what kind of, how you wanna spread out your, power from your generator. How you want, like, say if I don't have enough power, say if I didn't have enough power for this missile, I could take it out of the healing bay and put it into the missile. Which I actually might keep it out of that and put it into the engines, because if you put, the more points you put into the engine, the higher chance you'll have to dodge, which is pretty much your only way of avoiding damage from missiles. In which case, missiles are the thing that's really going to fuck you up. Shield, you can pretty much get away with maybe upgrading the shield once, because once you put the guy on the shield comes back so quickly, it's pretty ridiculous. Also, there's 4, I think there's only 4. Yeah, there's 4, systems, I think that's what they call them in this game, systems that can be manned. And those include the pilot, your shield, your weapons, and your engine. And each time, I don't know exactly how the pilot levels up. I think the pilot just levels up from being awesome as hell. But for example, like the shield guy, he can level up by recharging the shields. If your shields get hit by a laser and they go down, when he brings them back up, he gains a little bit of, I guess, experience, you want to call it. And eventually he'll level up. I think you can level up twice at most. And each time you level up, he gains like, I want to say it's like 15% faster recharge rate when he's on the shields. Something like that. Oh, the other one you can do, besides these 4 systems, you can also level up, I think you can actually, just click on this guy and, oh yeah, there they are right there. The top one is pilot, then engine, shield, weapon. The wrench is for repair, and the fist is melee. Now melee is probably my most favorite thing in this game, and it's what we're going to be seeing me do. Basically, there's a little system you can buy if you find it from the stores called a crew teleporter. I think that's what it's called. We'll find out. Basically, you can have your crew members teleport over to the enemy ship and board them like pirates. It's fucking awesome. And that's what I always do. I always get, like, I gather as much crew as I get because you can die really easily doing that. So I end up having like 8 crew members just sitting around the ship waiting to die when I send them over to the enemy ship. Well, I'll show you guys my foolproof strategy in boarding enemies' ships when we go into it. At the moment, I don't have the crew teleporter, so I can't really do that. And so we'll just fight this normal. Let's see. Normal would be me putting... I pretty much put everything on... Or no, I don't put everything. If I have them available, I put missiles on the shield and lasers on their weapons. Because the missiles... This is why the missiles always fuck you up. It's because they have like a 100% chance to get through people's shield, which is ridiculous. And so I always put the missile on the shield so that it's always got like a 100% chance to knock out their shields. In which case then my lasers can knock out their weapons and then they can't do jack. So that's my plan that I always go with when I don't have the crew teleporter. Let's just see how this goes out. I'll unpause the game, these guys run over like sheep. It always takes a second for the weapons to charge up while they bombard me with whatnot. Oh my god. Yeah, I never accept, because the #1 thing you want in this game is scrap. Scrap is your money, and it's also the thing that levels up your ship. I'll show you guys how to level up your ship after this, because you can't do it while you're getting raped by the other ship. So, after we kill them, I'll show you guys that. But I never accept surrender unless they're offering like slaves or something, because I always need more people, because I'm losing them, because I'm throwing them at the other ship, and they usually die before they can level up their melee and actually become good. And, yeah, I kind of... Oh yeah, I never accept this because, A, that, whatever I just said, and, if you don't accept surrender, they always give you more scrap. So I never surrender, or I never accept, and I always offer to kill them outright. Oh, I'll get into this auto-fire thing afterwards, too. Thing's kinda cheap. Oh yeah, we should probably put out that fire, you know? Just, you see that? There's... actually... that guy run over here. Yeah, this is a cool thing you can do with this. Instead of having this dude run to his death and die in a holocaust, you can just opt to open the doors and let the oxygen fly out into space, put out the fire, which I think is actually a really cool idea. But yeah, you guys saw when I killed that thing that it gave me significantly more scrap than if I had accepted their offer. Now usually their offer will give you little extra things like fuel and droid parts, whatever, in which, I mean, those things are nice, but which guy did I have? What? This guy was the, okay. Yeah, those things are usually nice, but I like the scrap better because they usually give you more scrap in which case you can get to a store and just buy the same thing, but they end up giving you more scrap, which is like the number one thing in this game. And this is the menu to level up your ship parts. This is like your shields, engine, oxygen, blah blah blah. And all these things require more power, so pretty much power, no matter if you want to upgrade any of these, you gotta upgrade the power to go with it, or else you won't have enough power. Yeah, I'll just get a power thing, because why not? I'll need it eventually anyway. So, other than that, let's see. I guess I can go over some of these things. I level up the med bay. I've never leveled up the oxygen because I've never really seen that much of a purpose in it. I don't know. There's probably a reason for it, but I never found it. Only until recently have I leveled up the med bay. Because before I was like, why should I ever level up this med bay? It's kind of useless. But now that I do pretty much exclusively throwing crew members over to the enemy ship and killing them with fisticuffs, I found if I level up the teleporter all the way, it only takes like 10 seconds for it to recharge, so I can send them over. I can have them duke it out with the aliens on their ship, and just before they die I can teleport them back, then run them to the med bay, teleport the next tube sheep over to their ship, and have them duke it out, then come back, heal those guys up, and if I have the med bay leveled up, I can they can heal up faster and be ready to go. It's also nice when they board your ship and they start killing your special dudes that aren't melee gods, and those guys need to run straight over to the med bay to heal up, or else all of their experience will be gone. So yeah, I like to level up the med bay. But more typically, you're going to be leveling up like the shields and the weapon. I've found when I do this, I level up the med bay and the crew teleporter thing. And I level up, I do the shields twice because, as you can see on there, you have to level it up to the 20 and the 30 in order to get one more shield bar. And so I end up doing that twice, so I get one more level of shield. But that's all I ever get for shields, because past that is kind of like, it never really gets to that point. I mean, sometimes it does, but in the long run, like more generally, it never really gets there. However, I do level up the engines a lot, because as you can see, the dodge chance you get becomes pretty good. Along with, I think you get another like 15% chance to dodge if you level up I think you get a dodge chance leveling up the pilot and the guy on the engine, so you end up getting a pretty high dodge chance. Like, I want to say it can get up to like 60%. I think that's pretty good. And that way you can avoid getting any of those missiles to hit, starting those fires on your ship. This I've never leveled up. I'm sure if you take the pilot off of the thing a lot, I guess it'd be good, but I've never moved my pilot, because once you move the pilot, you automatically get a 0% chance to dodge. So I always keep them on the helm. Sensors, I do use that so that I know where the enemy... I level it up at least once, just so I know where the enemy's at on their ship, so I can teleport my dudes straight onto them to kill them. Usually you can just teleport straight onto like their shields and they're right there, but... Door system, I used to level up, but now I don't. Because now, it used to be that my dudes were all pussies and they'd die really easily when you'd get boarded by the enemy. But now that I send my dudes over there, and they become melee deities. They can defend for themselves pretty easily. Before, I'd level up the doors so that the enemy couldn't get to my guys as easily, and then I'd just kill them with fire, or actually lack thereof, by opening the air doors and sucking them all out in space. But now I don't really need to level up the door system because my dudes can just turn around and kick them in the dick and they're dead already. So that's that for the leveling up systems and what I usually do. Crew, yeah, you can get up to like 8 crew. There's all sorts of different races you can get. I think all 3 of these dudes are human. There's yeah, I'll talk about those if we get them, but otherwise, continuing on. Your equipment, if you get the drone controller, that shows up right here. You can get drones and send them out to, you can get different kinds of drones, either drones to attack enemy ships or defend your ship, or like healing drones. You can get like system repair drones, things like that. Obviously, this is your weapons. There's tons of different weapons to get in this game. I never really get that many weapons just because I like sending my dudes to the enemy ship a lot, because that just makes the game so much more exciting and fun. Because this whole weapon system, while it's good, I like it, it's just boring because the weapons generally take forever to charge up. I find it's a lot more entertaining to just throw my dudes into the hull of the enemy ship and see if they can do it. Cargo, this is where you can hold like extra drones or extra weapons and stuff that you're not currently using. And augmentations are things like the crew teleporter. I know there's a cloak you can get, stuff like that, stuff you find from the store or elsewhere throughout the game that can give you extra bonuses to your ship. So let's see. We just kicked those guys' ass, and let's jump over to the next area. Let's go to this one. Now, this entire time you're being chased down by the rebels, which seems really backwards to me that the rebels are chasing you and you are the Federation. But yeah, I don't really plan on using my missiles that much, and I like scrap, so I'll sell them some of that. Ship, do I have anything? No. Yeah, you're being chased. Eventually they'll show up like along this edge. They always start on this edge and they creep across towards this edge. And you do not want to be caught in their like sphere of influence, because they will, with all sincerity, just straight fuck you up. At least at this point. Further down the line, maybe you'll get some like parts and stuff that'll make you a bit better. But generally their ships are pretty good. They're pretty good. Let's go over to this distress, because usually there's something there, or at least there's another ship, because 9 times out of 10 a distress is just going to be a trap that's set by the pirates to lure you in so they can kill you, aka give you all their scrap, because they die so easily. Let's see. Send the crew to help immediately. This is kind of like a 50-50 chance of losing one of your dudes, but there's a chance that you might get a dude, so we'll take it. Ah, see, look, not everybody made it back. I lost one. Ah, lost another alone to die to. Okay, let's head over. Yeah, you see this red wall of death is the rebels coming at you. And so you're constantly trying to move this way. I guess that was kind of both ways. You're trying to move that way to the right side. in order to get whatever vital information is to the Federation. I think it's the Federation. I'm gonna call them the Federation. Yeah, I don't know